What's up guys, it's FizzyHD bringing you a tutorial on editing on Sony Vegas. Today we're going to be using Sony Vegas and After Effects. If you don't have them, I recommend you go and get them. I'm not providing links for that because that is illegal. So let's get started. Start by importing a clip. I made this intro for a friend of mine. Tutorial will be coming. It's a waterlike intro. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Let me put that on preview half. I recommend when you're editing, put it on preview half no matter how good your computer is. Ready. Right. Okay, we got our clip here, and we have something that we want to make. Today in the tutorial we're going to be making, well, I'm going to teach you guys how to make a good sync, not a sloppy one, and how to do what Agony VII does. Okay, you see the little, I don't know if you guys can see this, but he has like snow and things flying through the air around here. This is a stock footage. I'm not going to be providing that, but I will show you how to make it with Articular. It's a lot easier. Alrighty. And we're going to be learning how to do this wave effect that everyone's all crazy about. As you can see, it like distorts kind of. Oh. Okay, yeah, you get the point. I gotta make that. You see this? How the world is all distorted and then it comes. Yep, that's what we're gonna be doing today. So let's do it. Okay, for syncing, you're gonna need a keyboard, a brain, and a really dead-on finger. That's cheese. Anyhow, okay, guys. What we want to do when we get started, the first thing we want to do in order to make a good edit, first have an idea of what we're going to make. In this case, we have an idea of what we're going to make. We're going to make something like Agony VII. We're going to have a little bit of flashing here and there. We're going to have that big boom, and then we're going to have the wave effect going across the screen and the color correction changing. That is what's going on right here. Also, what you want to do first, you want to import our clips, like I said. And I cannot stress this enough. A lot of editors make this mistake. As you look at this, you must disable resample. You must disable resample. Look at this. Wow, it's actually fixed now, but you must disable resample, or else it will look like poop. All right, let's start with our syncing. What you want to do is you want to play from the beginning, and you want to find one beat that you want to sync to. One beat or set of lyrics or verse that you want to sync to. So what we want to do is we want to play this. Now watch what I'm doing. Okay, so I know what I want to do here. I want to make this thing pop. I want it to just bang. I want it to flash and zoom in at the same time. So I'm going to be showing you how to sync effects like that in Sony Vegas alone. Right. So let's listen to music, and wherever we want to sync, we tap M on the keyboard for syncing. So, watch. And my singing is a little off, so sorry about that. It's right here. Okay, we create our first marker by tapping M on the keyboard. You can do this live while it's playing. Tap M. But, yeah. Alright, we got our keyframe. Now what we're going to do for a flash is video effects, brightness, contrast, reset to none. We want to drag and drop that onto our clip. Now we want to go forward. Now you see this marker? You want to zoom in. I recommend zooming in. And then using the forward and back arrows on your keyboard. This is not After Effects. Do not use the page up and page down buttons. It's a very bad idea. Alright, okay. How sudden do I want this flash? I want it very sudden. So, to keyframe this, the marker's there, so why don't I just increase the brightness? Why don't I just do that? Yeah, that's totally smart. I should so do that. You shouldn't. Because, look, it will progressively get brighter. There's no control over when it starts and stops. It'll just keep getting brighter until your desired point. What we want to do is we want to control that. We want to go one frame by pressing the back arrow, double-clicking, and then what we're going to do, double-click, double-click, double-click. It's all fixed. And then all of a sudden, when the beat hits, it goes like this. Alrighty. I recommend increasing contrast when you increase brightness. Okay, yep, just like that. And then I want it to go back to normal, so I'm gonna let's listen to the piano. I mean, not the piano, the guitar. Let's listen. Okay, it goes on to like right here, so I'm gonna make a marker here, and then now I'm gonna go for it in this timeline to that marker. I'm gonna go toward that marker, and let us go toward that marker. So keep going, keep on. There's a marker. I just missed him. Darn. Okay. What we want to do when we hit our desired marker, when we want to end the effect, we double click. It resets everything back to normal. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm going to pre-render this. Pre-render this. Okay, as you can see, right here, from here to here, okay. You guys see that? Okay, as you can see, when the beat hits, see that flash? Perfect. This is really perfect. It's synced. Now, we're going to be applying the same basic principle to everything else. Okay, is this reset properly? At my marker, did I reset this properly? No, I did not. I was just fooling around. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Alrighty, so, and then we're going to fade this out by clicking this up here. Drag that, it fades out. Okay, okay, listen to me, guys. Pro tip. Do not add the color correction while you're editing, unless that's your style or whatever. But I recommend doing the syncing first, and the After Effects is for the After Effects. This is After Effects, just like the name, it's for the After Effects. After you're done the syncing, bring it into After Effects. That's when you do it. Also, I have an intro rendering for you guys right now, so not an intro, a tutorial. Okay, now we're going to listen to the song again. And we're going to sync up where we want the shots to be. Okay, as you can hear, it goes dun 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 dun. Okay, I want to sync it with the first beat, where it goes dun, like dun 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 dun. Do not sync with all the beats, or it will be horrible. So watch what I'm gonna do. Here you go, drop. Okay, I synced all the beats. Now, the way we go about syncing with Sony Vegas, you can do this cleaner. I know you can. You can use Twixtor and other tutorials. This is a basic tutorial for you guys. Just walking you guys through how to get started a proper edit. So what we're going to do, we're just going to... Okay, look here. One way to knowing when the guy shoots is looking at the audio. The audio tells a story. And the muzzle flash as well. He shoots here. So we're going to split that. I recommend taking out audio and using actually the M40A3 sound. You tap U on your keyboard. Just take all the audio off the clip. And that solves a lot of problems. Alright. So what we want to do, this is where the shot hits. This is the shot right here. This is what we want to sync. So what we want to do is... Okay, let's just play this. Well, actually that was coincidentally... Actually... pretty nice, but something we want to do. We want to stretch this out so that it reaches here so that it can sync up properly. So what we want to do is hold down Control, click the edge of this. I want to zoom in for you guys. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Zoom in. Okay, we're good. Now we're going to hold down Control, click the edge, and drag it this way. Now it's going to be a little bit, it's going to drop a few frames, but yeah, why? I recommend getting M40A3 sounds for this. Okay, now let's look for when he shot again. He shot right here. So we're going to split the clip right there. And now watch. After he's done scoping out, you want to make sure he's done scoping out before you start syncing up the next shot. So we're going to split the clip by tapping S on the keyboard. Hold down control. Drag this all the way back to the marker. And then drag this back. I have an M40 sound here on my computer somewhere. There it is. You just drag and drop that and take the audio off of it. I'll provide this sound in the description, so don't worry, guys. Alrighty, so we're gonna do this last, guys. I'm gonna put on the sounds last, but we're gonna focus on the singing first. Okay, we got our shots and stuff. So that's one shot synced. That's two shots synced, and then we want to keep on syncing this. Now, I'm not going to go through the entire process. You guys can go through the syncing of this. I'm going to save the last shot when he hits the guy behind the barrel. I'm going to save that last part for, where does he shoot this guy? He shoots him right there. Okay, I need something epic. Does he hit anything else? You know, let me just use this clip. He gets a massive feed here, so I'm just trying to find the best part. A lot of the times when you have a drop, you want either the end of the kill feed or a really awesome trick shot when it comes to a drop. That's what you want. He shoots right here, so I'm going to click on the clip. I'm going to tap S on my keyboard. S. And now this is where the drop is, right here. Right there. So we want to drag this clip over. We don't want to mess with that. No, no, no. Don't touch the blacks. That's not racist. That's an editing term. Now what we're going to do is go back over here, and we're not going to sync all this up right now. We're going to hold down control, drag this over, and then in the meantime, we can either sync up flashes by splitting the clip multiple times and just like fading it out. We could do that. I'm going to leave this to you guys. Same way I told you guys how to do the brightness and contrast on the intro. Do the same thing throughout the whole montage. I'll make a more advanced montage tutorials later, but for the sake of time, we're going to do it this way. You can do something like that. And now when he hits this, a lot of mistake people make is they slow down the shot itself, and that's actually a problem. Oh, and my peak is off. Always check your audio file. My peak was a little bit off, so we're going to drag this back, hold down control, and now, boom. Now what you want to do with your shots, when you don't have game audio, you want to get an M40A3 sound like the one I'm going to provide in the description, and you want to put these at the parts where he shoots. So you just want to copy and paste. Control-C, Control-V for copying and pasting. And then we're going to go over to where he hit the shot, right here. We're going to paste that in. And then we're going to reduce that and stretch it out a little bit. Right click, lot to stretch. And then once they hit the shot, you want to have something epic. So you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to keep this empty. I'm going to split this. And then I'm going to cut off the rest of the clip. And then I'm going to... I could either slow it down in Twixtor. You know, I can show you guys how to do that right now. For really smooth slow motion, not distorted like a lot of other retarded editors do. Well, in my eyes. No offense to you guys who actually do it. What you want to do is you want to render as. You want to render only this area. So we're going to render this out. Render loop. We're going to render this Twixtor dat tutorial. And we render loop region only. Always make sure it's render loop region only. I want to tell you guys right now, or you will regret it. Alrighty, we rendered that out, and remember when render as, you click render loop region only. Okay, we're gonna go into, not that. We're gonna go down to render TTT. Where I put it? 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 There it is. There's our clip. It's really short, as you can see. We want to change that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put it in After Effects. And we're going to look at the length of this. I want this to go on for a very long time. Let's look at this. it goes boom from 1817 to 20. So it's roughly 1.23 seconds, and this whole clip by itself is about 40 seconds. So what we want to do is, this is going to require some math skills. Composition setting, we want to multiply this by 3, so we're going to have 1 minute and 20 seconds. Oh my god, the composition is so long. What happened to the clip? Don't worry guys, I can fix that. Right click the clip, interpret footage, main. And you want to keep this the same, do not mess with that. If your clip is 59 frames per second, you want to keep it like that. What we're going to do is loop this 3 times. Okay? And now, as we see here, if we go out farther, you might have to reduce it a few times, you might have to loop it less, but let's just look at this. It's looping over and over again, by the way. What we want to do, okay, we slowed this down by 100% divided by 3, about 33%. So what we want to do is we're going to put our Twixtor on there. Twixtor Pro. I recommend using Pro, and when you use Pro, do not put color correction on it or wreck the Twixtor. Okay. Input frame, always make sure what kind of clips you're using. If you're using 59 frames per second, make sure Twixtor is on 59 frames per second. 59.940 is what you want. Enter. That is what you want. And what we need to do is change the speed. And since I only, 40 seconds times 3, which means it's 120 seconds. And what we want to do is make it longer. So we made it the composition longer by 3 times. So that means we're going to need to slow it down by 3 times. So 33.333. That's as close as you can get to 100%. As close as you can get. So I'm going to do a quick RAM preview. Render this out. As you can see, there's a whole lot of distortion on the sniper rifle. It's ridiculous. Okay, as you can see, it's a whole lot of distortion when he zooms out. Look at that. It's all wavy and sloppy. To fix that, click this, layer, frame blending, pixel motion. And what you want to do is inverse with smart blend. And now we're going to pre-render this again. It get rid of most of the distortion, not all of it, but it makes it a lot cleaner. And less noticeable. It does hog render time, by the way. But it does reduce distortion, by the way. As you can see, it's running quite judiciously right now. It's very, very slow. Pardon my improper language right there. I'm a little tired today. Okay. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's better than a lot of other Twixtor I've seen. Okay, let's just make sure this goes on to where I cut it off at on Sony Vegas. It cuts off when he lowers it that far, and he has a headshot at the end of the feed. So let's go near the end. Headshot at the end of the feed, and he lowered the sniper rifle. We have achieved the perfect clip. Composition, add to render queue. What I recommend rendering on is lossless, QuickTime Movie. You do not need audio in this case. Make sure it's MPEG 4. Same quality, guys. Same quality. Don't change the frames per second unless you have to. I guess you could change it if you want to. And then, yeah. And then we're just going to put this over here and put Twixtor tutorial. And then we're just going to render that out. Yeah. So, okay, guys. As you can see, the render is finished. So yeah, I paused and cut the clip, but our clip is finished now, and let me see what I rendered it as. Twixtor tutorial. There it is. Now let's bring that into Sony Vegas and put it right here. This is our clip. It is perfect. It is 3 times the length. Wow, look at this. Perfect. So we're gonna get rid of this one and replace it with this one. And look, the shot is still on. The shot is still dead on. And we're gonna watch it. Let's watch it. This is not done yet. keep that in mind, guys. I'm going to stretch this out a little bit more in Sony Vegas and fade it out. Alright. You know what this means, guys. It's time to take it to After Effects. Let's render this region only. Let me just split that. Fade it out. Render. Yeah, I don't need this whole thing in there. I'll just put the edit in there by itself. Render as a tutorial. Render this area only. Yep. Let us do this. It won't take that long, so calm down. Calm yourself while I eat my pizza. Oh yeah. You guys ever had a pizza? Like, I got this frozen pizza, and I cooked it, and then like I took the whole thing out of the oven, put it on a plate, and then now I'm eating it. Pretty yummy. What's your favorite brand of pizza? Like, a frozen pizza if you eat any. What's your favorite kind if you don't? Alright. Alrighty guys, that didn't take long. Okay, we got our clips all together. We got our AE tutorial. First two shots are synced, as you can see. Yep, that's the part. Okay, now we're going to be doing some voodoo gypsy witchcraft going down up in here, okay? Now we're going to make a new project. We don't need that, and I could easily do that over again. Okay, AE tutorial, let's put that in there. You don't need to modify anything at all. All you need to do is put it in here. And here we go. Alrighty. You know what? Montages these days. Let's just, let's go with generic, overused, and copyrighted. JK. Anywho's, yeah, I'm just gonna drag this out, and I'm gonna make it widescreen by clicking the top arrow, this top box right here, holding down Control, and dragging it down and see it. And that makes it widescreen. You learned something today, didn't you? Okay. Now that we got this rigged up, now what are we missing? What are we missing from our little charade right here? What are we missing? We're missing this, and we're missing this wave, this overused wave right here. This is ridiculously easy. I'm going to tell you this right now. It is ridiculously easy. Do not be downplayed by editors. Just because they're big doesn't mean that it's hard. You can do it. I believe in you, okay? You can do it. I believe in you, okay? You know? Okay, let's do this. That's how we do. Okay, gonna go forward. We're gonna find the part with the shooting of the guy behind the car. Last kill right there. Well, the last kill I just used. Okay. Okay, right when he shoots him, right there, we're gonna click this. Control Shift D. Oh, brown. You know what? Let me see something. Okay, we're gonna tap Control Shift D. I don't know why my computer is not like Camtasia is just doing something stupid. So I'm just going to duplicate this layer, and we're gonna drag this. You can also do this. Just all the way up to the marker. Let's zoom that in, and then I'll go to the bottom clip and just make that shorter. That works as well. And it's completely seamless, as you can see. This is a whole different clip. This is the part that's going to be color corrected. Okay. Now, this is going to be normal. Let's, you know what? Let's not make that normal. Let's just add something simple. Let's just add some looks to it. Let's add licks to the regular, and then we're just going to go from regular to over edited in a few seconds. This is very easy, guys. Very, very easy. You know what? Let's just use a preset. That actually doesn't look half bad, so we'll just use that. Okay. I kind of not liking this one. You guys can pick whichever one you want if you have Magic Bullet. This also works with Sony Vegas, the color correction, etc. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to use the blue tint. Also, you can edit these by changing this. Make it more of a brown tinted. Not brown note, if you know what I mean. Alrighty. There we go. This is our CC. And what we want to do with this, let's save this preset file. Save, look as Epic-tastic. And then we'll click OK. Okay, this is our first clip. This is a clip that is going to transition to the wave effect that we see right here, where the screen is all distorted. So let's just get down to that. Like, Fizzy, shut up, just show me how to do it. Jesus! I know, but I want you guys to do a good job and leave me a good video response, okay? So, we're going to zoom in, okay, now this is not CC'd. What we want to do here is we want to add a whole lot of over editing, as you can see. So let's zoom this in. As soon as he hits this shot, oh, I made a flaw. Let me make this smaller. Alright. He hits the shot right there, actually. So, okay. Let's just drag that back. Maybe pre-render it. Preview. Wow, that's actually good. Alrighty, that's not bad. Composition settings. Alrighty, yeah. So that's our other clip. Let's zoom out. Now, to get to the CC lens, you're gonna go over here. I'm not sure if this comes with After Effects or not. I'm sorry, but I don't know where to get this from. I just had it when I got my After Effects. I'm going to add this to the other clip. And as you can see, it looks pretty epic. Now what we want to do is we want to make this very, very small. Okay, you know what? Before we do this, just untick that. And we want to add some color correction to it, of course. That's the point of this transition. And let's just add that onto there. Let's just add another preset. You know what? What if I'm feeling, warm and fuzzy on the inside, and I wanted to transition to a stronger shade of brown, from regular brown to like dark brown, with a little bit of mess around with these undertones a little bit. Let me make it a blue tone, and lens. Go to lens, anamorphic flares. Let's just add that on there and make them purple. Guys, I'm just joking around. Calm down, people. Calm down. Gonna boost this up a little bit. Turn up the threshold a little bit. Alright. This is our CC right now. So as soon as it goes boom, it's gonna do that. Let's center the lens. Now what we want to do is we want to keyframe this big boom effect. So what we want to do, alright, CC lens, we want to click this. Change the size down to 0. Actually, not 0. 0 is bad. What you want to do is, okay, start out at about 20, 18, anything small, And then, okay, watch. Actually, we need to make this longer. Okay, look. Then we're going to go forward a few frames, like 5 frames. We're going to make it large. We're going to make this thing very, very large. And look at it. It's like covering up the rest of the screen. This is called easing. Then we're going to go 10 frames ahead and then make it full size. Full size, it means you just drag it out until it looks normal. It's not brain science. It's not brain surgery. So there we go. That is our boom effect right there. As you can see, it looks pretty darn awesome. If you can't tell. I know this is really fuzzy color correction, but this is just an example for you guys. Okay? Let me get rid of this fuzziness, as a matter of fact. Okay, we're gonna get on to... Let's just do that. Wow, that's stinking over edited. Never mind. Aw, I messed it up. Holy. Okay, let's just keep this again, shall we? And as you can see, it has this big boom sound. You guys think that a small orb is enough for a big boom sound? Like, look at that. That is the effect that he used. That's not enough for me. So, we don't want this to be a weak montage. So, you want to layer, new, adjustment layer, and we want to put on something awesome. So, actually, let me turn up the frame rate. We want to put on something awesome. We want to... What do we want to add to this to make it really, really awesome? Oh, this is a third-party plugin from Video Copilot. You can go purchase it at their website, or you can get it free from some other place. I don't know. Anyways, we want to enable slide and light. Now, this is going to be really awesome. We want to go down to... We want to clean frame this as well. So, actually, no, you don't. Yeah, you need to keyframe this, especially the slide. You want to keep the slide in control. So we're going to go to the first frame of this clip, roughly the first frame. Turn this down to 0. And then we're going to take all of these clocks. All of them. And then we're going to go to light, and we're going to tone that down. And we're going to change this to both, okay? Both. And keyframe all of these. Well, you don't really need to keyframe that, but you never know. So he hits the guy. Okay, look, it's starting to back up. He's almost out of scope. He's out of scope. Now this is when you want to start it. You want to turn this up. Oh wow, fizzy. It's not really doing anything. Now what you want to do when you have Twitch, the light Twitch amount, this Twitch amount thing, this thing is always small. You want to increase that. Let's just make it like 4. That's actually a lot for Twitch. And then we want to increase the slide a little bit. A little incy bit. And then we want to turn it to RGB split. Now the RGB split is kind of self-explanatory. It shakes the screen around, causes a whole lot of ruckus, and splits up the colors as you can see here. That's a little bit over edited. I would not recommend using this plugin too much. It would kill the idea. But as you can see, look, the lights are flashing. As you can see here, this is a very nice edit. And then you want to turn this flashing down a little bit to ease it on up. You need to ease it on up. As you go forward in the clip, you always want to weaken the effects of your plugins. So now let us render this again, and we'll see how this comes out. This is not bad, guys. I made the lens thing slow so that you guys can see it. Agony used it very fast, but I used it very slow so you guys can see the effects and what it does, so you guys can toy around with it, you know, invent your own stuff, you know, it's kind of cool. And there we go, it's just rendering, and we'll just watch it one more time and then see it. As you can see, it adds that kick right there, you see that? This doesn't take that long, guys. I think this is a pretty decent thing in my opinion. We could go forward. Okay, let me warn you guys. This is all we need to do right now, but guys, I really want to show you guys this, but this is becoming a really long video. This is 35 minutes long almost. Okay, I really want you guys to learn something from this. So, you know what? Let me save this as the epic tutorial of epic proportions of when is 1, 3 through 7. And as you can see here, we got our shake effect, we got all this fancy stuff in there, we got our color correction on. Now, there's also one more thing that I did not show you guys that Aggie used. He used these big, bright overtones, and he also used these dusty particles, as you can see on the screen. We can easily replicate those with a plugin called Particular, which is actually pretty easy. We can go over here, we can go to Particular. This is another third-party plugin. And we can just toy around with this. Put this on adjustment layer. Not the adjustment layer, never do that. Layer, new, solid. And then, you know what? Just in case you guys want to go, this is going to branch off into another tutorial. Guys, this has been FizzyHD. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and signing out. Peace.